So, on a good note, I'm not coughing up blood from being around a dog. I'm still around black mold on a bad note. It's really killing me. That's why I got these black rings, and I look so aged around my eyes. I can't sleep. I'm coughing up blood. I'm bleeding out of my sinuses whenever I blow my nose. The sooner I'm out of here, the better. And finally, I had left here and gone back to Spain. It's been a 6-year period, with only a break after 4.5 to 5 years going back to Spain. And back and forth a bunch of times, and now I'm here again, and it's just like my body can't take it. It's reacting even more badly. I can still sing, no problem. That's what's great. And on a good note, like everything's like hopeful and looking good. It's just going to take a little more time. Another year, it's going to affect me. Maybe 6 months. There's something going on where it's bringing some money in, some financing without a backer, and then we got a backer in mind who may do it, and it looks like he's going to, and I'm thinking about, do I want him to do it? Is it really right for that? And either way, a couple weeks, no problem. That'll be happening. I'll be finished enough with court. I'll get a break to go back and track more Living Dead stuff and start calling up the newer musicians I had in mind. And they'll see everything we talked about is very real and serious. Because these guys they're younger and they've never heard of my band. They take me really seriously in my studio and what I do, but they didn't know what to make of me. They never played with me. And these guys were like, well, we got to see what it's like when we actually play. And it's like, dude, just play the parts as I wrote them, and you know what it'll be like. Be professional. And they're like, oh yeah, cool. And one of them is very professional. I pulled him out of Guitar Center, of all places. This is Indian or Pakistani guy, and he's an amazing guitarist. And then there's this other guy that I pulled from there, a soloist who's like into Yngwie. Like, actually, he'd be the best to fill Mike's shoes, and he's up for it. So like the future looks really great, despite all the setbacks and all the horrible hell I've been through and everything. And it's funny right now. Like, I don't have a driver's license; it expired. It's under suspension, and it'll stay that way until I get the court cases taken care of, and that's like going to be one of the last ones. And I'm just waiting a week or two for them to file. It's really getting boring and making me stir crazy. I got the new project H2O that'll keep me busy and stuff, but I'd really like to get back to where I left off with the Living Dead and put a few songs together for Harlequin Poe and for the HORUS MORTEM project, and they're both completely different. And I didn't have any guitars here. Now I got to get one. So like $200 on a cheap Squier guitar, and $250 on a Fender Aerodyne body. I'm going to actually use Fenders, which I've never done before. And I'm going to get this one Warlock. It's really nice. Blue Warlock. And it reminds me of the one that was stolen by this graphic artist who tried to rip my eyes out right after the fire and went crazy on us. And, she was accusing me of everything because she was playing a game. It was really horrible. And she makes off with this guitar worth $150,000 that the inventor and founder of BC Rich Guitars made and died in the middle of, and his son finished. And she lied to the police during the case. It started out, it was my guitar that got stolen. I was the victim, and she just told them some stories. And, there was a witness there who had acknowledged that, we had paid her for the guitar. And, so she lied to the police and went off with it. But this guitar is very beautiful. It's very similar. It just doesn't have the abalone down the neck. And it doesn't have the loving touch of Bernie Rico's hands himself. And so this Fender Aerodyne body, I'm going to put on either a Tele neck or a Fender Strat neck. The other Fender Strat I'm getting, it's a Squier, and it's a lefty. And I'm ripping the pickups out. I'm going to actually build my own guitars, these two Fenders. But I'm only going to save them for the studio and stuff like that. Like, I'm having BC Rich make, another 10 black with white binding Warlock guitars, which is my signature, with all the different keys that I sing in open tunings, and then, E. Was it E? E flat? Yeah, I don't sing in E. There's one song, but E flat, F, and F sharp, and one in D, and the double necks and everything that we use. And I'm going to get the Fender Aerodyne basses. For now, I got a small drum kit. It's packed away, but I can break it out when I need to. And the space is opened up. It'll fit. I had some pictures on my Facebook, where you see the drums in the middle of this cramped, tiny studio, but it's like an amazing studio. All the gear, it's jaw-dropping. So, yeah, it's been going on, and the weather's warm. I wish I didn't have this situation going on, because I'd go grab another Porsche 968 and take it out driving. This is the perfect time of the year, And this one, the air conditioner wouldn't be broken on. That was my old car, and I was about to get it fixed. A lot of jealous people around me here, and it's really horrible being back in Long Island after being away for 20 years and doing my own thing and having become great and did great things with my music. And I come back and everybody's trying to pretend like, no, you didn't. You're full of it and this and that. And like, there's this girl who said that and tried to humiliate me at somebody's funeral. I'm taking her to court. She's going to get a gag order. Yeah, her name's Chrissy Fiorentino. She pretends like we're still friends, but I'm like, fuck you. How dare you? Who do you think you are? Whatever. That's why I stopped being friends with her back at 14. That's when she last knew me. So she doesn't know me. She's an idiot. But that's just an example of how much trouble and heat people are giving me. It was a bad idea coming back around. I'm really weary about talking to anybody I used to know. But there's certain people I know would go wonderful and they'd be great and it's no problem. Some female's thinking about me. Half lit. They call it a love light. Yeah, that's very real. I noticed that. Somebody's going to call me later. Tell me they were thinking about me. That's funny. But anyway, so I'll pull the kit out and set it up in here to do any drum tracking I need to. And I'll have those 3 new guitars to work with right away. And, and a Squier Mustang jazz bass, which is just like the Fender Aerodyne jazz basses I'm known to use. Yes, someday there will be, Horus Mortem signature instruments, and then Living Dead signature instruments, whatever, the guys in the band use. And, that'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really cool. It'll be nice to get like a big fat advance check, and then they make the rest of the money off the sales and keep that, and, it'll be cool. And they'll give me guitars as part of the endorsement deal. And I have some new kinds and the ones that we have them make, out of the line, and then custom-made ones. And that'll be great to have a whole lot of guitars again, because this room used to have 10 there, 5, and 5 in the other corner. So that's 25. And if I include the electric sitars, the double neck guitars, I had 32 guitars in this room. I'm used to being surrounded by a sea of guitars, giant mixers, a drum set bigger than Neil Peart of Rush. Yeah, we'll be doing that again. I'd done all that, and I'd had this perfect kit, a smaller version of it that to set up like in here, and I had set it up. And then I had another kit that was like gigantic. It was, something like 37 pieces, not including all the rototoms and the extras that I consider percussion, but they're not. They're actually toms. My idea of percussion sounds is like it's still toms, but really unique, exotic ones that just ring out and speak. So I had those, so I basically, it was like a 50-piece drum set. It was unbelievable. Yeah, I'll have that again. It'll be all the impressiveness, and you'll see me whipping up around the corner and screeching right up in front of the camera in a Lamborghini, like I'm known for. And, it'll be all it should be. And I'm loving it, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to do the Harlequin Poe stuff. And yeah, Venus and Furs. I'm gonna put it on the Harlequin Poe page and do a flip through as soon as I can. And then I was supposed to do last week, but I got really sick, and my eyes are showing worse. So in a week or two, when I'm feeling better, being over the flu, I'm gonna actually film the video for Death, and that's gonna be really great. It'll be nice to finally have that. And then I'll do one for Venus and Furs and for the different, From Beyond and all that stuff. From Beyond, I think I'm gonna have like animation and some really tripped out stuff and do something where we look animated. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And for now, this concludes the Horus Mortem Living Dead interviews. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for listening. Ciao.